Now might be a really good time for you to get angry.
That's my secret, Captain. I'm always angry.
Hold on.
Hey everyone, what's up? It's Farami. Hope you guys are doing great and awesome. So, on this lovely bonus episode, we're going to talk about the She-Hulk controversy. And what is the She-Hulk controversy? Well, you see, so there's a scene in She-Hulk episode 1 where Jen and her cousin are doing DBT. Forgetting what's described as, well, like it's yoga, basically yoga. Let's just call it yoga, but an advanced name for yoga. So he was talking about how it's important for them to control his anger and whatnot, and because of in his experience, if you don't control your rage and anger, you will not make it, or you fail or whatever. You feel like being a Hulk and you're described as a monster, and life will be difficult for you and whatnot. So Jen was trying to explain why she would find it easier to control Hulk transformation, and she went on and said, oh, she's been catcalled. When she's been catcalled, oh, when incompetent workmates also to talk to her and whatnot. So there are two ways to take it, right? You can either take it in context, you can take it out of context. Now, if you're taking it out of context, it would mean that you think that, oh, she's trying to say that Bruce's experience are not necessary, and that he doesn't know how to his experience are unnecessary, and that she's a better Hulk than him. But if you take it in context, and I mean in context of what the story is trying to tell you, and there's a lot it's trying to tell you if you watched it and sat down to watch it, like I did, to keep an eye on different threads in the episode, which I hope we picked on the remaining 8 episodes. Yeah, that was just episode 1. We still have episode 2 all the way to episode 9. So first things first, you must understand that she has a life. Her being a Hulk has all but disrupted that. 1, 2, Bruce carried her. Yes, he was trying to protect her and whatnot, but he carried her carried all the way to a beach in Mexico, like. And so because of that, she does not have stop her life for weeks on end. So a few weeks, based on the show, maybe like 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, she was on that beach in Mexico, upended her life. She was not able to do her job, which is her life's work, which is being a lawyer and whatnot. So that's the first thing you must understand, at anger. Secondly, her point is valid, because I mean, if a woman talks, if a woman lashes out and whatnot, everybody will be like, oh my god, you're being emotional, being a woman. Stop that. And it's not a lie. It is not a lie, and I've seen it happen everywhere I go, in any walk of life. I'm serious. I don't even say I'm serious, but it's the truth. And your boy, and I get that people are like, oh my god, but like, right from time, let me explain. Bruce has never been able to control the Hulk. He even said it in the episode, right? Until the blip, as they're calling it, we call it the snap, but like they call it the blip in the MCU. Until the blip happened, he could not control the Hulk. The Hulk did whatever he wanted. I mean, the Hulk disappeared for 3 or 5 years or so thereabouts, and lived a full life without Banner knowing. And Banner had no recollection of all this happening in outer space, right? I mean, that happened. I mean, Johannesburg happened, yes. And if you want to know what Johannesburg is, go and rewatch Age of Ultron, where, yes, you'll be like, oh my god, Scarlet Witch, but she didn't control him. Scarlet Witch could not control him, right? If you must understand, all she can do is induce fears. Like she did, that's what she would do. She would prey on fear and induce it, and he induced a rampage, and he went and rampaged around Johannesburg in South Africa. Yes, Age of Ultron. That was after they met, when after Ultron has cut off Claw's hand. So that's just it. He has not ever been able to control it for 15 years. He has been trying, he couldn't, and eventually he was able to merge his he has not dealt with trauma, but was able to merge both the Hulk side and the Banner side. Now everybody be like, oh, in the comics, but like we all know that MCU tends to be move to their own drum and whatnot, and there's been no, yes, he has trauma, but they've not been able to mention, they've not really hinted more about his backstory. But if we assume that they are going with the comics, that means okay, his father is evil father. Yeah, his father was evil. He beat his mom and killed his mom right in front of him as a child. So yes, it caused him to have a split personality, multiple split personalities. He has multiple split personalities. If we're going to go by the comic, we have Banner, we have Hulk, they have Devil Hulk as well. We have Savage Hulk, we have Devil Hulk, we have Joe Fixit, aka Grey Hulk. We also have Professor Hulk. We also have Maestro as well. So there are so many personalities inside the Hulk's mind, inside Banner's mind. We're going to go by the comics. The point I'm trying to make is that he has never been able to control it, right? And that's because one, he had anger issues growing up, and two, because of his split personality. Jen does not have that issue. And also, like she stated, pre-her being in Hulk, she's been having to have to control her anger. You'll be like, oh, but there's a part in the episode where she lost control. Well, she just got the Hulk, and she learned how to control. Eventually she was able to master it immediately. I'm going to be like, I'll come back to this thread, because I'll leave that to be continued, because I would like to see how there's a thread in the first episode that leaves me to, well, if they're going to base it off the comics, there's a comic book run that talked about how Jen as a normal human being was like subdued, kept to herself, but then as She-Hulk, she's a party animal, she enjoys herself and whatnot. So let's see if that thread is sipped in, because I sensed it in episode 1, but like let's see how it's sipped in over the next 9 episodes, right? So overall, I think it's been blown out of proportion. There's nothing wrong with that statement. There is no agenda there, and everybody looking for agenda, all sort of agenda. With the other shows look for agenda in. Not everything has to be agenda. I mean, somebody was shouting agenda for Multiverse of Madness, and I was like, have you ever seen Wanda in the comic books? The fact that I'm trying to boost her to a comic book level shows how Kevin Feige does not feel like the comics are a burden on the movies anymore, because I mean, originally they tried to make everything grounded. Magic was made out to be like science that we didn't understand. They were not too overpowered. They were powerful but not too overpowered. And now, I mean, we have Scarlet Witch going at her full potential. We have Captain Marvel going binary. Yeah, she went binary in her movie, although not fully binary, but she went binary. So like, I mean, it's really good stuff. I enjoy it. I enjoy the campy nature. All in all, it's overblown, and you people should rest. Thank you very much.
And Hulk. Smash.